Okay, so here we go. As most of you know, I do a lot of Star Wars collecting, and yeah, I don't really need to see myself. I don't normally unbox things. Well, that's not true. I have a lot of stuff that's unboxed, and I have a lot of things that are not boxed, and it all depends on what it is. Usually I try to get two of things, some things you just can't. So we're gonna do a little bit of an unboxing video, and to give you an idea of what it looks like, this is what we've got right here. So we've got all these things right there. We're gonna go through and we're gonna unbox them, and I will try and do this the best I ever can because I really don't normally do this sort of stuff. So bear with me and let's see what we can come up with. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox our Mandalorian. Somehow I actually wound up with two of these after several weeks of not being able to find one. I guess I ordered them from two different websites and I got two, so I picked the one that had less or had more scuff marks and everything on the box itself because I like all my stuff nice and clean. So we're gonna unbox this guy and we'll see what comes out. Here we have Mando. You can see him. As usual, Black Series figures, extremely well detailed, articulated. Of course, he's stiff, but we'll work him into that. Very, very detailed. Love the marks, the holster for his gun, or pistol, I should say. Works great. And then, of course, you have the most awesome gun in the world. No disintegrations, but yeah, I think that's pretty much what he does, especially when it comes to Jawas. So, wish there was kind of a sling to put it on his back. I don't see anything like that, but you can see the, actually there is a small, yep. So we do have a small little bit right in there. I think it's where it's going. And then his, or maybe it's up here. Yeah, it looks like it might be right there. So it kind of does give him the back. Should be a little bit deeper, but it holds out over his cape there pretty well. So we'll work on that. But other than that, as usual, Black Series figures, totally gorgeous. Next, we're going to move on to his compadre, but in a much smaller scale of Cara Dune. So we'll see how she turns out. So here's Cara Dune. She looks pretty much awesome as soon as I can get her in the screen there. I don't do this for a living, so yep. Again, the new vintage collection, way more articulated than anything I ever had when I was just a little boy way back in '77. But she does have her big old gun, so we have that. Put that around her neck here. And then she has her little smaller pistol that we can just set right into her holster and leave her go like that. Card work, again, very nice for those of you who don't have one or haven't seen one. So there she is. I wish I had gotten a real picture of her rather than a drawing, but drawing is still just as impressive. Cara Dune, awesome character. Gina Carano, love you. So next on our list, to go right along with the Mando theme, yeah, we're finally gonna unpack this bad boy. So let's see what it comes with, and we'll see how it looks. ATST from Mandalorian comes in a bunch of pieces. It actually has a figure coming along with it. Let's see if we can get that out there. I was kind of surprised that they didn't do this one like the other vintage collections where they actually had them on a back. But this works just the same and just as well. So I'm going to put this together and then we'll come back to it. We are with the ATST Raider from the Mandalorian TV show, which we all love. As you can see, quite detailed. Coloring scheme is beautiful, smudge marks, everything. Way more detailing than the early 80s version from Return of the Jedi line. Cockpit is amazing, detailed. Some notes on assembly. Yes, came in pieces. There is a black spacer for the neck there. It does have 2 screws in it. I recommend putting those in the back so you don't see them. And she is a little top heavy. It takes a little while to get her stabilized so that way you get a good positioning of her. Yeah, I said her. But even they have the net on her and stuff like that so she can carry a victim or transport somebody, I don't know. And you got some camouflage stuff that's kind of permanently attached there. So again, another find. Next up, we're going to be doing some of the 40th anniversary figures. I'll be doing that here in just a moment. And yes, those are the only 3 that I do have duplicates of right now. I will be getting the rest shortly. Oh, and in case I didn't show you, a little Klaatu figure that he comes with. Helmet is removable. Sorry about the shaky video. That was my dog nudging me to pet him. His name is Han, by the way. Yes, after Han Solo. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes with the next 3. So, okay, so we're back here. We've got the first 3 of the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary. Yeah, I can't believe that movie's 40 years old. And here we have Yoda. Amazingly, for some reason, they actually gave him a lightsaber this time. It's a little bit longer than I believe his was in the movies. Not that he actually had a lightsaber in Empire Strikes Back. You can also see they have this wonderful thing around his neck. Not really sure what that is, and his gimmer stick. And of course, the ever-popular snake that Yoda never had anywhere around him in a movie, but yet they included it in the initial figure, so of course they had to do that. And I do like the design of the lightsabers these times, because you can remove the saber part of it and just have the hilt. Next up, we have the AT-AT driver. This was one of my favorite characters when he came out. Or favorite figures, just because he was cool, he was different, and he was specialized. So he had a specific job. So again, nice detailing all around on the 6-inch figures. Just amazing what they can do nowadays. I mean, I remember from when I was a kid, these things were always, you know, I don't want to say cheap, but they were. So. And if anybody knows of any good, really good Black Series stands, please send me a message, DM, whatever me, and let me know. I have some that I'm not very happy with because I actually had to modify them all to fit the 6-inch Star Wars figures. And then, of course, we have last our princess with welding goggles and her welding gear from repairs on the Falcon. Her jacket does actually come off, which is where she got the outfit from the end of The Empire Strikes Back, I'm assuming. And she even got wonderful detailing. The braiding is nice on her hair and everything like that. So yeah, another well done Black Series figure. So card covers, of course, are nice. I'll put you over there. Wonderful in there, and I'm sure somebody knows a way to remove the blister packs without damaging the card, but I'm okay with that. I know I saw a video once on it and I don't remember where I saw it. So all right, next up, the one thing I know most of you are waiting to see out of the box, as am I, and yes, I am actually going to open it, people, so bear with, and I'll be back in a minute.